on June 26, 2007. In 2008, she would go on to date Benji Madden, twin brother to bestie Nicole's boyfriend Joel Madden, into 2009. Around the same time, she became a target of the infamous Bling Ring, who burgled her to the tune of $2 million. Sofia Coppola shot some of the scenes for the film at Paris's house. After Benji, she dated former baseball player Doug Reinhardt, who was on The Hills. Anyone remember when he was Lauren Conrad's ex and was stooping Stephanie Pratt behind Elsie's back? They broke up after a year together, and a week after the breakup, she told Us Weekly, "I'm like so past that. I don't even care. I don't even remember that time in my life. I'm over it." But then she went on to date Cy Waits, who loved the nightlife. He liked to boogie in Vegas, which is how Paris found herself under arrest on August 27, 2010, along with Cy on the suspicion of snow possession and driving under the influence. She pled guilty to 2 misdemeanors, which scored her a year of probation, 200 hours of community service, a $2,000 fine, and completion of a drug abuse program. That charge would come back to bite her a month later when she attempted to go to Japan with her sister to promote her fashion line and was stopped at Narita Airport, with the country denying her entry. She was promptly put on a plane back home. Fortunately, she left Cy and decided to make a life change by becoming a DJ. At first, people were critical, like Dead Mau 5. But eventually, she'd end up landing a residency in Atlantic City and would perform at Art Basel. She continued to jump around quite a bit in her love life, dating a model from Ibiza named River, then businessman Thomas Gross. There was a brief blip involving actor Adrien Grenier before moving on to another actor, Chris Silka. Chris and Paris started dating in 2017, and he proposed in Aspen in January of 2018. Paris had announced their engagement, gushing over her fiancé, calling him her best friend and soulmate, perfect for her in every way. They ultimately called off their engagement in November of 2018. In 2020, she took part in the documentary This Is Paris, where she talked about her experience at the Provo Canyon School for the first time. She also started dating businessman Carter Ream. Carter proposed in February of 2021, and they were married that November in a lavish ceremony in Bel Air. They welcomed their first child, Phoenix, on January 16, 2023. Regardless of her antics as a youth, Paris has leveraged her social status to do good, helping raise funds for multiple children's charities, supporting LGBTQ rights, and using her experience at Provo Canyon to not only raise awareness for the atrocious way that kids are being treated at centers like that, but also lobbying for legislature to protect kids from the abuse experienced in said centers. I hope you liked this one. Obviously, Paris has had quite the career, very extensive, and maybe you'll get an extended episode later this week. Maybe in podcast form. We'll see. Now, if you didn't like this video, I highly suggest you go find content that you do like. And for those that are confused by the messages that I leave at the end of these videos, this isn't me asking you to agree with my opinion or even be kind to me. This is me telling you to not waste your energy on things you don't enjoy. Anyway,